see if I can get an invite. Fellfire's trying to hook a brother up, if you will. Oh, and the first invite begins. Team 9 versus Team 5. Let's see. Team 9 and 5 are both teams that have received a, what's the word, a bye? Yes, a bye. I remember Donut Captain from a previous, as a viewer. Looks like we got Froggy Fresh. I spoke to him earlier. Wonder how he's doing. Xena Discord. I'm pretty sure she's one of the staff members, actually. Don't know who Malevolence is, and I don't know who John Combs is. Let's look at the past match history of each player, starting with Agent Disco Poner. Seems to play a lot of Nidalee Thresh and Lee Sin. If I was going against him, I'd definitely want to first pick the Thresh, or at least the Lee. If not both, depending on where we were in the pick order. But looking at match history, he's been playing a lot of Jarvan. Last two games were of middle Zillion, it looks like. Oh no, excuse me. One was middle Zillion, and the other was support Zillion. But yeah, seeing that he's... Oh, these are all custom games too, but he fucked on bitches in them. Oh shit, I almost accidentally opened the match history. Let's move on to the next player, actually. Let's see. Let's make it so you guys can see a little bit clearer. John Combs. Hold on a second. Saving the house from being burned once again. Sorry about that. See, who does he play a lot of? Looks like this guy might be the 80 carry based on his champion pool. I mean, it looks like both teams are in the game. We're getting ready for Champion Select. Destiny Reaper wants to stream. Dun, 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 dun. I wish this game would start. Wish this game would start. Oh, oh, hurricanes. You're a fucking creeper. Oh, oh. Alright, so Team 9 versus Team 5. Better update the title right quick. Alright, let's see how the ban phase goes. The Lee Sin ban first. That's That's a good ban in my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel, but seeing good Lee Sin's just makes me want to cry myself to sleep. Wonder what they're going to ban in response, though, because, I mean, they had plenty of time to look through each person's profile so they can figure out who they wanted to target ban and how they wanted to target ban. A Gnar. Wonder. Why are they so scared of a Gnar? Or maybe, not so much that they're scared of a Gnar, but they plan on playing a tankier top lane like Maokai, Mundo, Garen even. Who knows? Morgana coming out. She's a pretty standard ban. Yeah, that was a pretty gnarly ban, huh? About Chihuahua. Lucian ban though. See, I don't feel he's worth banning. He even before his most recent changes, but after him, definitely not. He can be easily countered. You see a first pick Lucian, you make sure your top lane's a Rise. Call it a day, because Lucian has to get into the danger zone for a champion like Rise in order to do any damage other than ulting him. So, I think that was a pretty bad ban by Purple Team, unless they had like a Diamond 1 Lucian player. Oh, the Kha'Zix ban. I don't think Blue Team wants an aggressive jungler on either side. And that final ban, Jace. I believe someone we were looking at had a really good Jace game. I couldn't remember. Looks like my co-host, Casey the Man, the legendary Thresh player, will be joining us as a co-anchor. So, let's hope this ban phase takes just long enough, because he is smoking a cigarette right now, which I can understand. Ooh, the first pick Rise. Now, Rise, even after the nerfs, will always be first pick worthy until he gets nerfed into oblivion. Just the sheer amount of damage potential. Do 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 do. Oh. So Wukong and Janna, they're going for knockups. So don't be surprised if you see a Yasuo on the purple team. Meanwhile, blue team looks like they're going for a pretty hard CC comp. Not so much knockup, but more of just a disruption team where the other team isn't able to do anything. Oh, is that gonna be the legendary Teemo pick? See, when we play ranked fives, and by we I mean By we, I mean my ranked team. We tend to insta lock our champions just so like it gives the enemy team less time to react pick wise. Kind of upsetting seeing like it looks like on blue side it's pretty much going to be a Jarvan ult into with an Orianna ball on top of him for the fucking wombo combo with a Ryze and Tristana doing all the damage from behind. Leona peeling for the Tristana, or if the Tristana is useless, just engaging and locking down their AD carry. But with purple side team, Fizz is trying to look for a pick, while Wukong and Janna's peeling for Caitlyn. Wukong's looking for that perfect, beautiful 5-man ult that can actually be reacted on by his team, which isn't every single time you can get a 5-man ult. Let's see who Hurricanes is gonna pick. Kind of looks like everybody was pretty much picking their champion, short of Ryze and Tristana, because it looks like Froggy Fresh is going to be the Ryze, while Agent Disco Poner is going to be the AD carry, based on Summoner spells at least. I mean, hey, if you want to play AD carry, run teleport. That's your call, not mine. The final pick with a Graggy. Interesting pick, to be honest. You don't really see Gragas very often. There's just a lot of champions do what he does so much better. Oh, I was I was kind of off. So it looks like for the top lane fight, it's gonna be Ryze on Froggy Fresh on Ryze versus Hurricanes on Gragas. Mid lane's gonna be the Dirty Fish Fizz on Donut Captain by the Malevolence one and only Orianna. Bottom lane is gonna be freaking Tristana Leona versus the Caitlyn and Janna. That'll be interesting because Janna can stop Leona Z and can stop Tristana Z. So, depending on how she wants to use her tornado, that bottom lane can go one of two ways. This really all depends on the Janna, really. Just looking at it, because it's not going to be Caitlyn or Tristana that's really making or setting the pace. It's always going to be the supports. Oh. Hold on. Give me a second while I invite my co-host to join me. Nice try, folks. Almost, but did not, troll. Did not. We got a minute left on the delay. If anybody has any personal opinions on these comps, be free to share it in the chat, because I will definitely comment and either tell you how much of an idiot you are or praise your genius. Or maybe just say meh. Who knows? 45 seconds to go. We can finally get this game started. You know, looking at these comps, the only thing I don't really like, yeah, the comps actually suck pretty hard dick, is the Fizz, especially after with the Gragas, the Janna, and the Wukong. I think the Gragas should have been a Yasuo, provided obviously he knew how to play it. Or not the Gragas, I apologize, the Fizz. Or Gragas, depending on who he'd rather go against. Personally, I think the better choice is always going to be that Orianna as a Yasuo. Or at least have the Gragas swapped out, because they got 2 AP, they got 2 AD with their support, obviously, but, it looks like the game will be starting.
I'm hopping on now.
Alright.
Alright, so you said there was 8 teams in this tournament?
There's actually 10 now. 4 teams have to actually play through a quote-unquote round 1, while the other 6 get a bye. I could give you the link to the challenge if you wish.
Maybe later.
Alright. Are you loading into the game right now?
I am.
So, looking at the skin war, we got a Team 4 skin on the bottom, with Team 3 skin on the top. Looks like more comfort picks on bottom lane than top. Looking at that new Gragas splash art, it looks pretty nice from here. What do you think about that?
I do like a lot of the changed splash arts. They're the little mini picture and the client, they do kind of look weird, but the actual, art themselves, they look really good. And it's 3 skins a piece.
Oh yeah, I looked at the Wukong and thought it was a skin. Sorry, I'm an idiot, guys. Kappa. I really like the Jarvan one. He kind of looks like a futuristic warrior more so. Like I wouldn't be surprised to see a rifle in his hands compared to the actual spear he decides to use.
So which team do you think has the advantage for just the comp?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with blue team.
I agree.
Just because of the sheer CC disruption wombo combos.
I think blue team definitely has the advantage with more synergy within their champions. Having that Orianna Jarvan combo, having the late game Tristana, and the always scary late game Rise. They're only, I think the only facet the purple team outscales them is the fact that Janna will become a more useful support later in the game than a Leona will.
Yeah, Janna's disengage was just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Are you 30 seconds in?
35, 36.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we'll make sure we're on the same page here.
Yeah. Looks like the defensive wards start coming out. Blue team looks like they're trying to defend their red primarily, while red team doesn't really know what they're doing quite yet. Looks like Jarvan and Rise were looking to get squirrely, but nobody on their team agreed.
Right. I don't think purple team saw the three members of the blue team go in there, and they won't see Leona and maybe Orianna pile in there also. They did pop down a late ward, which will spot out the invade. Very good late ward. Fizz knows they're there.
Oh, they clear that ward with very, very, very fast reaction time. I don't know how many times I've left a ward with like one fucking bar on it and been so upset because I could have been that final deciding factor to get rid of it.
Right, and they did have the good reactions on killing that ward before, it turned invisible. Also with a nice sweep, I don't know if they saw them put that there or if they guessed, but 2 kill wards before the minion spawn is pretty good for blue team. A nice start.
Yeah. What is it, like a 30 goals lead now?
I mean, even so, it's got to be good on, at least the way you feel about the game, your mindset coming in.
Yeah. Looks like, I don't know if you noticed, but red team had warded their blue to see if they had started blue. Just now wore off a few seconds ago.
Right, I'm not 100% sure if Rise did walk through that ward, knowing that all, attempts of invade are off, or at least a 5-man invade anyway. But that was a good deep ward by red team there.
Looks like Wukong, instead of rushing to the red buff, especially how aggressive they were early, is going to take his sweet time. Finish off Wolves, finish off Wraiths, and then maybe go to red buff. Who knows?
Well, Jarvan did go Wraiths after red, so he's pretty much on the same, same
Program?
timer as Wukong right now. Yeah, they're doing the same thing. One thing I want to point out about this bottom lane is, Janna's usually going Frost Queen's Claim, or, I don't really remember the name of that first support item. But she is going Coin instead of the ability power item. Gragas aggressing on the Rise trading back, doing more damage though. My point is, anyway, about the bottom lane is Janna has a very good opportunity in these early few levels before Leona gets all of her abilities to harass her down with auto attacks and maybe even like a Q or Howling Gale or something. But opting to go with the Coin, taking no auto attack damage on that Leona, basically accepting the fact that she's not going to put any damage down on that.
Well,
See if
I
that
mean,
comes back to bite him.
let's look at how much. Let's see. The Leona has 36 magic resist and 38 armor, so I wouldn't call her tanky per se, but she's gonna get there.
Right, both junglers in the top lane, nothing really developing though. But even so, the ability power support item has that passive where it stacks up to 3 times. Gragas going aggressive on this Rise again, very dangerous with no mana and no health. But you get that passive that basically just does more damage if you have a stack up, whether it be an auto attack or a spell. Which that does, even if the Leona had like 100 armor, that passive would, on that item, stack up to be able to do a decent amount of damage. Instead, Leona is comfortable in this lane at full health, not having to use a single health bot. Leona using no opportunities to aggress so far. I wonder what what their plan is, if they're waiting for a certain level or what. Here we go. Leona hopping into the Caitlyn, nice damage going, even though Janna with a very late Howling Gale. It's alright. Still a very nice trade for blue team, evening out, because Caitlyn was landing a little bit harassed on that Tristana. The Leona aggress, though, completely evens out that lane. If anything, gives blue side bot lane an advantage, having not used the health pot and Caitlyn burning hers right now. Leona missing the Zenith blade, but still putting enough pressure on the lane to come in. Tristana very bravely rocket jumping forward, knowing Jarvan's there.
Ooh, the Rise flash.
Absolutely. Gragas teleporting back to lane after that, just picking up another Dorn's ring. Rise trying to get a little bit more money before he has to recall. Ends up having to burn his flash because of it, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
The greed was real top lane, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and Rise, getting the tier and going for the Sapphire Crystal instead of the Health Crystal in that lane, surely going into Catalyst with that.
Well, of course. I mean, have you ever seen a Rise build different? Oh, it looks like Wukong's coming bottom for a gank. Is it gonna work? Oh, Jarvan with the counter gank. Looks like Wukong is gonna go down. First blood goes to Leona. Tristana with the ballsy E-in. Looks like she was trying to pick up Janna. It does not work out that way, though.
Right, a rocket jump is her W there, and
oops.
It's not that big of a deal. But red team did know that Jarvan had just show bottom about 30 seconds before that, and probably Wukong was just banking all of his money on the Jarvan recalled. His patience really paying off, just waiting in that bush. Wukong walked in, was an easy first blood for blue team there.
To think they didn't have any vision, so that could have either been luck or calculated. You never really know with these games.
Well, you want to be as efficient as possible. I always talk about that with the jungler, and Wukong was really banking his success on a guess there. No real information there for him.
Oh, the ult from Fizz goes on to Orianna.
Right, the ultimate comes out, but Fizz, knowing he's low on mana, just uses his E to get out safely. Looking at that mid lane, Fizz doing a very good job CSing under tower, being exactly even with that Orianna.
Looks like Wukong's time is about to be wasted as Rise will be backing now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, Red team doing a very good job trading on the Tristana in the bot lane. Tristana hitting a trap. Nice ultimate from Oriana coming out mid lane, which is completely out of mana. But the Ignite with the Jarvan Flash EQ combo is enough to take him down.
Fizz gets to sleep with the fishes.
Absolutely, and it's a good job by blue team mid lane and Oriana communicating with the jungler that, hey, this Fizz Flash is down, and we could definitely make a play on him, knowing that his E is on cooldown too. Nice ultimate by Oriana.
Oh, it looks like
the Zenith Blade in the bot lane.
no surprise there, right? Looks like the Janna's slowly getting ballsier and ballsier with her auto attacks, though.
Right, but without that ability power support item, her auto attacks are going to tickle, if anything. And that tickle if they're lucky.
That is true. That is true.
And look at Janna's AD. See here.
64 AD.
Right, it's not really showing me if that's what her base is at that level, or if she is running any attack damage. But if she is running AD red, she really needs to be getting those auto attacks off.
Yeah, because otherwise, what's the point of running it? I would assume she's running hybrid pen, if anything. Oh, the Fizz coming in on that Oriana. Looks like he's still going to come out at the end of that fight in the negative.
Yeah, Janna has no armor pin and no magic pin either.
Wow, what a ballsy Janna. She's going straight to peel.
Looking at CS, it's definitely not because of a recall, because neither AD carry is recalled yet, but Tristana doing a really good job having about, a 15 CS lead, 9 minutes in the game. Looking at gold, absolutely, that's about 400 gold, and that's huge for AD carries.
Oh, looks like the Gragas is gonna pay with his life for going in. Ends up blowing his ult anyways, trying to pick up the kill on Rise, but it does not work.
Absolutely, Gragas losing all of his health on trades that he initiates. He is the one going aggressive on this Rise. And also, very good job. You can't really say enough about the blue team synergy here, as we got a gank coming in the bot lane. Wukong coming in on his Tristana, uses the ult. The Caitlyn ult does come down on Tristana, but it is blocked by Leona. Very good job by Red Team here, finishing up, making sure that Tristana goes down. It's very hard to take down a Tristana with Flash Heal and Rocket Jump. Not even to mention her ultimate, it knocked somebody back, but they ended up doing it. Oriana on the roam down here trying to make something happen, but Wukong has these double buffs. He's not taking any crap from anyone. Leona wants to get on this party very low. Caitlyn's going to be able to clean that up. Oriana kind of with the ultimate, only on Wukong, but Janna there to make sure that not much damage happens. Very poor play off this blue team after playing it so well the first 9 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I'm actually really disappointed. Like, I was actually kind of rooting for blue team there, but oh, the disconnect from Jarvan though.
Right, no one calling pause. It must have came right back. But before that madness bot lane, I'm talking about the top lane. The Gragas losing. He's basically losing every trade that he goes for. It's really showing that either he doesn't know how to play against a Rise as Gragas, or he's just not that comfortable on Gragas. But it's really hard as a Jarvan jungle to make sure you land the EQ, especially after, it was a long time ago, but Riot did nerf the width of that and make it a lot harder to hit. Rise room prisoning the Gragas just in time for making sure Jarvan cannot miss. So on that bot lane, you had Wukong come down. They ended up killing Tristana. They killed, I believe, I don't think purple team or red team had a kill before that, did they?
No, I don't think they did either. You figure Leona died, Oriana died, Tristana died. Jarvan, I don't think was involved in that. Oh yeah, yes he was. He was in there at the beginning. So yeah, that was 4 deaths.
It was a 4 for 0.
And a dragon.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's got to be so tough on the mind there, because you played basically the first 9 minutes of this game there perfectly, got yourself a gold lead, and then just it gets thrown away off one piss
really
poor team fight
play
by blue team. Yeah, it ended up being a 4 for 0 for red team, and also a dragon. They even have a gold lead now. This is these double buffs. Jarvan keeping the pressure middle, not letting Fizz do whatever he wants. Nice Zenith Blade on Leona onto the Caitlyn, lining up the ultimates where it lands perfectly. The Janna ultimate coming out really late. Tristana trying to finish up this kill on this Caitlyn, but the damage comes out. It's too much. And then trade 1 kill for 1 on both AD carries. The only difference, though, is Caitlyn ended up getting the kill while Janna picked up the kill on the other side. Or I'm sorry, Leona picked up the kill on the other side.
Which at the end of the day was a huge gold difference. Looks like, oh, the dunk on the Fizz. It looks like, oh, Wukong ends up dying to Ignite. For a second there, it looked like he might get away with his decoy.
Right, I'd say a lot whenever we play together. You know, mid-jungle synergy is absolutely huge in these games. And Jarvan had stayed mid for about 3 full minion waves, so Red Team had absolutely, you know, they knew exactly where it was. And, oh my gosh. A fail flash by Gragas trying to get this ult. Fails the body slam. This is the Q. Gragas failed basically everything. It's double buff Jarvan and Orianna looking to clean this up. That'll be a very easy cleanup.
Oh, Gragas ends up running away with the kill on the Ori.
And the
Jarvan disconnects.
Allows the Gragas to walk away. That is some very shoddy League of Legends from both teams right there. Gragas fortunate enough that a disconnect ends up saving his life after missing everything.
This is a fact.
Leona finally calling the pause out. Get this Jarvan, you know, on the right track here.
You know, this Jarvan's really fucking his team. Constant disconnects.
He's been playing the game so well, too. It's kind of a shame. I feel like if he didn't, Blue Team would be kind of steamrolling this game.
Without a doubt.
Now we got a minute. You know, we can check out the gold, the CS, and all the lanes, see exactly how they're going. Tristana had that early CS lead on the Caitlyn, has maintained that, even though has suffered 2 deaths in the lane, still maintained the CS lead of about 22. Rise doing a good job on the Gragas, being about 20 CS up on, and also the mid lane's pretty even, and jungle also pretty even. So the blue team doing a better job CSing, but really seriously botched team fights has led to red team getting right back in this. Looking at gold.
Looks like Tristana's still, even after like her huge CS lead, because of the fact that she's died twice and only gotten 2 assists, meanwhile her support has gotten the 2 kills, is currently about 150 gold behind. All she needs is a kill to get back in the lead, but until then, she's kind of shit out of luck.
Right, and the gold lead for the support really hasn't shown too much. Because she's the support currently, Leona has about 1,000 gold in their pocket, so that lead really hasn't shown too much because it's unspent gold. Well, yeah, it does have a lead. It's not hasn't hasn't put that in the items yet, basically.
This is true, but you talking about the fact that Caitlyn still has 250 gold?
No, the fact that Leona still has over 1,000 gold.
Oh
right
yeah, and looking at Janna, she has 800 just sitting in the bank. Jarvan has 1,300, but he's disconnected. The fact that 2 of their kills is currently, actually 4,000 of their gold is currently disconnected from the game is gonna be hurting blue team.
Right, good thing we have this pause in there to get this Jarvan back in the game. But it's also a shame that Jarvan should have definitely killed that Gragas, and who knows, if he didn't disconnect, the Orianna also might have lived, which would have been an even bigger gold swing for blue. But fortunately for the red team, you know, it went down the way it did, and they still have a chance in this game. You got to think Jarvan having the 1,300 gold. If he'd have got that kill on Gragas, he'd probably have around 2K. Already hurting a lot. That could have been put red team in a serious disadvantage of Jarvan snowball happening. But it's unfortunate disconnects happen, but it's a part of the game, I guess.
That it is. That it is.
It shouldn't be a part of competitive play, but you know, everything happens. Even what was it? Destiny Falls got DDoS yesterday or whatever.
It wasn't Desi Falls didn't get DDoS, like it wasn't focused per se. It was in general a lot of TeamSpeak. Like they kind of just did a broad range of TeamSpeak meant for gaming clans. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna DDoS all of you. Get wrecked. We were able to get the server up pretty quick though. Very
good. I'm looking at the mid lane here. I feel like even though Fizz has been aggressing on this Orianna a little bit, it seems kind of miscalculated. Like, Orianna has never been in real danger of losing her life at all. And looking at the items here, with Fizz going the Flask and the Orianna having the 400 gold lead, Orianna is definitely ahead in this mid lane. I like it that the fact that Orianna also took Ignite to just increase her damage in these little duels. And if it wasn't for this disconnect, I really feel like she would not be dead right now, or coming out of Fountain anyway.
It's really been hurting her team. We got Davis IT96 saying that Froggy Fresh is being a beast. To be honest with you, he may have the lead right now when it comes to CS, but as you can see, he's only 200 gold ahead, which is really isn't that much. Being he should be really putting the hurt on that Gragas, but he keeps getting caught by Gragas's body slam, which is fucking